morning everyone, it's me Rhiannon. Welcome back to the channel. This morning I'd like to share something really special that I've been doing in my craft as of late that has really helped me reset my energy points in my home. Some of you may know that I've been struggling with energies and entities that are unwelcome in my home, mostly due to the fact because after I moved from my family home into the home I share with my boyfriend, I was not a smart witch and I didn't reset my wards or anything like that because I felt so safe here. The home that I lived in before was very energetically unsafe, energetically and emotionally draining, and I had to do a lot of protection. And I never thought that maybe something could follow me from there to here. I also never thought that something would come into my home unwarranted, just because I felt comfortable. So after a lot of trial and error, I came up with a sigil to help protect that. And now that I've done a deep cleansing in the home, I am doing the energy reset. Now, energy resets are really important to help you to reestablish the energy that you really want in your home. If you don't do this once you've done a cleansing, things could end up feeling very open and void-like. For me, it felt very much like a wide open field that any energy can come in and out of, or any energy can replace very easily. So if there was anger in the home, that could very easily start to take place and establish itself as the energy set point in the home. So you don't really want that. So I've crafted this simmer pot so that you can start getting the juices flowing for yourself. If you'd like, you can follow my recipe or add or take away from it what you will. But I really like the ingredients that I've included, and they're for a very specific reason. So if you're using your simmer pot to re-energize your home, to bring joy and energy and creativity into the home, and also to help protect and maintain that energy as also of a cleansing factor, then I would keep the recipe as is and then just maybe add a few things to it. Now, we've all seen that ever popular image of a witch bent over her cauldron chanting while she is brewing a potion. That is truly the energy I want to bring to this casting today. This simmer pot is really crafted as an energy reset point. It is an energy booster. It is a solar energy correspondence to cleansing, protecting, creative energy, and joy. Now, why are simmer pots so magical? Well, not only do they use the 4 elements, they have earth with the herbs, water with the water that you include, air with the steam rising out of the pot, and the element of heat and fire from the element that you're using on the stove or over an open fire. And all 4 of those elements are taking place. So not only do they smell good in the home and really just help create a homey vibe, a very relaxing vibe. So if you're struggling with anxiety, this may be a really good one to do after a bath or before a bath, just to like reset the home and then do some yoga. They are all very versatile. You can do these types of simmer pots for cleansing, purification, for anxiety, for energy boosting. You can do them for focus. You can do it really for anything that you could think of. Plus, they are dual purpose. So not only do you get to enjoy the simmer pot while it's working on your stovetop or over your open flame, you're enjoying the smell, you're enjoying the energies that it's eliciting into your home, but afterwards the potion is done. It can actually be strained and bottled for a time and used throughout the week to use on your windows or on your doors as a door or window wash, for an energetic cleansing and resetting, or you can even use it depending on the blend of herbs and the purpose of it for protection like I have. So the ingredients you'll need are pretty simple and easy and very versatile. Now for ingredients. First off is water. Now you can use normal household tap water, that's totally fine, but I used my moon water. You can use storm water, you can use blessed holy water that you've blessed yourself, whatever you'd like. Now the first ingredient is oranges. Now I wanted to really focus on oranges because they are energy for me. To me, The energy of an orange is energetic and vibrant and rejuvenating, refreshing. It is creative. It is masterful in its creation. The color orange to me is very creative and communicative, and it really helps to bring positive communication into a home, and it helps to bring up the energy in the home. So oranges are a must in this recipe. The next one is lemon. Lemon, I'm using this as the solar energy in this recipe. It is really, when you cut into a lemon, it really has the solar sun inside of it. You look in it, it's just this sunburst, and it's so beautiful. So we're using the lemon as a cleansing property, because lemons are very cleansing. It is very protective. It is also a protective energy. I've used it in this recipe as protection and solar. And it is also very energizing and bright. So when you smell lemon, you definitely wake up, don't you? So I use that as more of like an energy boost. Cinnamon sticks. Cinnamon sticks, I use cinnamon in almost everything that I do, almost. It is a staple in majority of a lot of my workings. Cinnamon is really more for that quick action, for the immediate onset of the spell work. Cinnamon is very warm and quick moving, so I included that there. And then of course rosemary, the witch's herb. This is one of the more powerful magical herbs that I've worked with, and through all of my reading I found that rosemary has been said to be one of the most magical herbs that you can encounter. So I use rosemary for protection and also a power enhancement. Next is garden sage. Garden sage, of course, for the cleansing properties of it, for the everlasting cleansing throughout the home, especially because I will be bottling this and using this throughout the weeks as I can, so it's not to waste anything. The sage is going to help to add a cleansing element as I use it throughout the home. And then lavender. Lavender for the calming purposes, of course, but many people don't realize that lavender is an extremely protective herb, and it can actually be used for cleansings and banishments and exorcisms. That was actually what it was used for way back in the day, and this herb is also another staple for that exact reason. So I'm using it both as a cleansing, protective, a banishing, and kind of like an exorcism type energy to keep things out, but also to keep the energy calm, relaxed, and peaceful, like a balance. So I'm trying to achieve a balance here. As I'm filming this on the Libra pink moon, the Libra pink supermoon, which is all about balance. So I'm trying to keep the balance here in the home, bring up the energies, but also keep it peaceful. So it's creative and energetic and fun, but it doesn't go out of control where you can go into that mania energy where it's too much. It keeps it very balanced. Okay, first off, how do you work the simmer pot? First off, you want to grab a pot of choice and fill it with water, about medium to almost full. And then you want to start adding your ingredients. You want to have everything kind of prepped and cut ahead of time, just because simmer pots, they do start to work very quickly, especially because everything is fresh. So you do want to make sure that you can enjoy at least the beauty of it for a few minutes before the essences start to leak into the water and start to evaporate into the air. So first you want to start off with your fruits. Slice your lemons and your oranges. You don't need many here, especially if you only have a small pot. I had a very small pot, so I used half of a large orange, and I dried the rest in my dehydrator for later use. And then I used one lemon. So you want to slice them pretty thinly, and then you can move on to your other ingredients. I started off with layering the citrus into the pot and praying over my intention. Now you can do this any way you'd like. I like to pray over each and every item that I add into a working, and then also pray over the majority of the working at the end. as a whole. I find for me that works the best, but you can do it whichever way you'd like. You don't have to pray over it, but I do suggest stating your intention for each herb, because otherwise the energies will not know what to do. There are many different correspondences for many different herbs, and it won't know exactly your intention for the spell working unless you state that. So do state it out loud so that the energies know what to do. Then I added in my rosemary, cinnamon, and lavender. And at this point you want to set the heat to a medium-high heat just until the water starts to boil. Then at that point, once the water starts to boil, you want to bring it down immediately to a lower setting, to a simmer, and allow the water to continue to simmer as you work. And I would just watch it closely because you don't want to leave anything on the element with heat on it. So just make sure you're around and you're awake and you're focused on it. And you can continue about your day. You can do your cooking or your cleaning, and this is going to start to fill the home with this beautiful aroma. For me, I immediately felt the energies of this working, and I actually filmed 2 more videos while this working was boiling over the pot after I had filmed it. So it really does work very quickly. If you try this recipe, definitely let me know in the comments below. I would love to know if this recipe worked for you. Let me know if it worked. Did it work really quickly, or did it take a little while to set in? If you've not gotten a chance, definitely check out my Patreon. This is kind of like a mini announcement that I am making about my Patreon. I will make a video definitely later on this week about it with greater detail. But definitely make sure you check out my Patreon page. That is very new. This is where I get to really help guide you guys more on a one-on-one basis, as well as I give you a lot of behind the scenes in my daily practice. I give you ritual moon guides and herbal profiles, and sometimes I even upload some of my witchy art on there. And as soon as I start establishing a bit of a community on there, I really hope to go live to do monthly rituals and live questions and answers and tarot pulls for the community and the collective. And it's really going to be this really close-knitted coven online where we can share our practices and help each other grow. And Patreon really is going to be something that is going to help this channel to continue to make free content for you, and really helps to keep this channel going for me. This is something that I'd like to do really full-time eventually, and this is kind of the first steps for me to get that started. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel down below, turn the notification bell on to all notifications so you don't miss out when I post a video. Sometimes if you hit the customize, it will not let you know every time I post. So definitely change it to all notifications, and I will see you all in my very next video. Much love and stay wicked. Bye!